All right, how's everyone doing today? Welcome back to more Spyro. Last time, Twilight Harbor was a problem. So let's go beat up Gnasty Nork for giving his Norks guns. We're sitting at 10,000 of 14,000 treasure. Ow. Alright, get back here, you. Got him. Ow. Don't know why I did that. Ah, of course. That's where that key leads. Glad I have no hit points going into this. Makes things all the more fun and stressful. There we go. Alright, now that I can take my time going through here, let's actually get all these gems. Here's the key to that. Do I get a health recharge here? I guess not. Okay. Alright, time to do your laps. I mean, it took Crash, what, how many games to get a racing game? Meanwhile, Spyro just sort of has one. Yeah, keep going. You're not done yet. This is lap 3. Okay. That was optimal. That was to reset my HP, and also because I am currently dropping frames. Oh, I have to go back there and get all the keys again now. Ugh. Fine, whatever. There's one. Unlock this. Camera, you wanna keep up? I am surprised. With all the reboot attempts and, like, continuity resets that Spyro has experienced, I'm surprised they didn't bring Gnasty back, like, at all. Like, nah, Gnasty Nork, the villain from the first game, he's just dead. Yeah, no. No. Spyro 1 to 3 is its own, like, contained thing, and that continues on in Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. Then after that, we have the Legend of Spyro trilogy. And that's its own thing that ignores this game's continuity. And then there's Skylanders, which I don't even know what Toys for Bob were doing with that one. It was barely a Spyro continuation. It was more of its own thing. And then there's this game, which is the original, and would theoretically lay the foundation work for a Craft Force-style return to Spyro. You're not done yet. You're on lap 3. Keep going. Keep going, Gnasty. I explained it at the beginning of the series, but you also weren't there for that. You arrived a little late, so you missed the part where this franchise has kind of been through a lot. Alright, lap 4. So yeah, the games included in the Reignited trilogy were all developed by Insomniac Games, who you'd probably know nowadays for good Marvel games and Ratchet & Clank, their PS2 efforts. There's the achievement. Alright. Oh! I didn't realize there was more to this. Am I gonna make it? The answer is, no, not really. And now I have to do the chase sequence over again. That's fun. I love there not being checkpoints in this level. It's very fun. Also, I missed gems. That would have annoyed me, going back. Ow. And then I forget who developed A Hero's Tale, but I know Under the Dragonfly was developed by 2 different studios and was still terrible. A Hero's Tale was fine, but kind of uninspired. Then there was the Legend of Spyro games that were developed by 1 studio. Then Toys for Bob got involved, rebooted it with Skylanders in 2009. And then we got this game after the success of the Crash Insane trilogy. And presumably after the success of Crash 4, we would have gotten a Spyro continuation of this continuity, also developed by Toys for Bob, had they not got sent to the COD mines. Because, you know, Activision. Also, something I find very sad is that Crash 4 on Steam requires you to install Battle.net. Like, you have to actually install Activision Blizzard's Battle.net launcher and have a Battle.net account to play Crash 4. Even if you don't play any other Activision game. And it sucks. Alright, get back here, Nork. I'm not done with you. Spyro. Do those platforms come back? Or do you, like, only get one shot? I might very well get a game over on this final boss stage. Which is kind of fine by me, because, like, the more time I have to practice the flying levels, the better. But yeah, I'm very surprised they never thought to bring back Gnasty Nork. He's just a complete non-issue after this game. Also, full credit to Insomniac, whose game before Spyro 1 was a racing game. So Spyro, in charge mode, controls like a car. Which actually feels really natural. Oh, really? And of course, Toys for Bob did a good job adapting that to Unreal. I have yet to have a major control gripe with this game. That wasn't solved by setting the frame rate to 30. Speaking of which... not taking any chances.
You're toast, Nork. Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Gnasty Gnork?
Gnasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
And that's Spyro 1. And there goes the stream. So yeah, the PC port was developed by Iron Galaxy. With some coordination, I believe, from Toys for Bob. And, had they been given a proper budget, I'm sure this, like, the fact that you can mitigate the issues caused by running the game at a higher frame rate on the fly is good. If this were a more lackluster PC port, they would absolutely have made you restart the entire game to change the frame rate. But no, Iron Galaxy did a decent job with this port. As for the remaster itself, I mean, it's Spyro 1. It's pretty great. There's a lot of quality of life stuff, for sure. Like the fact that dying and getting a game over doesn't reset your gem count in a level. And it kind of makes the life system a bit redundant and needless, because it's just trading one loading screen for another one and a kick out of the world, but that's just how it goes with modern remasters of classic platformers. As for what the future holds for Spyro, I don't know. Nobody does. Nobody knows. Since the acquisition, or since like the absorption of Toys for Bob into the Call of Duty support development staff, we've seen some interesting stuff. Like, they worked on the kaiju stuff in Warzone, and that was apparently pretty well received. But whether we'll see them get the opportunity to return to 3D platformers is still to be seen. Although, I do have some good news to share that happened during the production of this stream series. Microsoft is willing to respect Activision Blizzard's union rights, which is awesome. I strongly believe that unions are a great and necessary thing. And the fact that Microsoft is welcoming and embracing, like, the Activision Blizzard King, like, a better ABK union, like, that's awesome. Oh, like the rest of the world? Yes, we're not all lucky enough to be Italian, Michelle. Believe it or not, there are people who have convinced themselves that unions are evil here in this country. I don't see it, but it's not really a discussion topic for this stream. So sorry, it's just, I wasn't expecting a company working on this game to be named The Car Wash, but here we are. This is your reminder to wash your car. It probably could use it. So coming up next, throughout this whole week, and yes, I am giving myself 2 stream slots to do this, I'll be tackling all the flight levels as well as the treasure vault. And then afterward, we're going to be playing a game I have never played before. But the opening little in-game cinematic completely sold me on it. Also, I'd like to point out I accomplished more in this game in terms of new content than Capcom did in their entire 35-minute presentation. Like, if you're a fan of Resident Evil, you liked half of it. I was not sure how long these credits were, and the fact that they're still going means that I'm going to talk more about the game that I'm going to be playing next. It's a game whose development story and, like, development environment was far more interesting than the story they came up with for the game. It is a GameCube exclusive title known as PN03, or Product Number 03. I'll get into more of its development history as I actually start playing it, but what you need to know is it's a tank-controlled... it's a tank-controlled action game. And it was not received terribly well. You don't actually play as a tank. I wish, but no. It was developed at around the same time as Resident Evil 4, so it's going to be like that. And not the remake Resident Evil 4, like the OG Resident Evil 4. But yeah, it wasn't received terribly well, and I've decided we've played far too many good games on this channel. Like, we had Legends Arceus going, we had this game, we had, like, Miitopia in there, Splatoon 2. Those are all, like, good games. I need some diversity in the quality of my games that I stream here. The credits are eating up all my RAM. You hate to see it. Oh, it cleared itself up, okay. So how's your day going, chat? I don't want to skip these credits because it really does take an army to make a game like this. But also, I'm just kind of sitting here letting these names scroll up. It's not exactly appealing content. It's necessary, but, you know. Also, on the subject of freeing studios, can we please free Vicarious Visions? They deserve to work on more than Overwatch. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't have had this miniature platformer revitalization effort at Activision. You've been spooning the slobber from okay to trash and I can't tell why. It happens. Oh, and I said I'd complain about it on stream. Yeah, the Capcom Showcase did not showcase Mega Man 12. 0 out of 10. I want my time back, Capcom. "35 minutes, and there was nothing there that grabbed my attention." You know, there's still less time than Mighty Number 9 credits. Imagine if this game had been crowdfunded and had all of these credits. That would have been a while. And I mean, this is all Activision. Like, these are the people that developed the console versions. The PC team was comparably microscopic. And I imagine they got a proportional budget for this port. Oh, good news. We're on the European localization stuff. These credits are almost over. I don't know why the credits are lagging again, but they sure are. Yeah, it really isn't all that common, unless it's trying to load more credits. Which it might be. I don't have this game on my SSD. It is on my computer's hard drive, so... All right. We have one more dragon to free.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
And that is 100% level complete. In here. We are, of course, missing some things. So, come on back on Wednesday when we start the flying levels. And if you were concerned about the length of the stream, don't worry. We'll be right back up to normal length on Wednesday, probably.